in this crowded road. A flood coming here, that thun-roused vibe. A fierce wind's here, feeling that tribe. I'm a part of this movement, watch me claim the stage. Switching up the narrative, turning the page. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, you'll know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see, I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Yo, Danger, why you running wild, huh? Ain't got the guts. Why you scared to speak the truth, cause your shit's nuts. Heard your prophet stories, blood boils in my veins. Why's your faith in fiction, acting all deranged? Stop making pretzels, just give me the real deal. Got questions in my heart, better let me feel. Why a 6-year-old got your prophet's heart? Got a daughter in your house, but what's the real part? Why Mohammed was lusty for his son's bride, dropped adoption just to chase them freaky vibes. Why he thirsting for those honeys, then running to his wife, calling them demons when he's the one acting trife. Power 30 men could only rock a bed. When Uma hollering, thought of feeling hot, getting fed. Now be chomp on that steak, pump that beat instead. Divine blessings raining, dreading the kafir's head. What kind of God you serving? Lies flushed, your story's so wild, even Hitler be blushed. Got more tales like this, pull up if you dare. Yo, slide in my stream, quit making Dawahs, I swear. Your prophet told you drink, don't play me like a fool, cause I'm catching my stride, ain't nobody's tool. Your prophet wild with the words, talking so crass, saying go ahead, bite his pop's dick, you trash. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, know you know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Muhammad's the last prophet, Allah's the true God. Trust me bro, through Allah's words, no facade. In Quran, the cycle spins, that's the scoop. No other proof, just belief in the loop. What's up with your hate Quran teaching disgrace? Deny your own teachings, now we scum in this place. Yo, we like donkeys, we dogs, riding through the race. Call us cattle, but we stay fly, holding our space. What's the deal with your God? Teach you how to lie. Minuscule mistakes, bringing floods from the sky. Creeping behind your back, got your weapons tight. If you are the kafir, we taking that flight. Hey. Yo, baby, listen up. Claim what's yours now. Ain't no dude rolling you, so pick your vow. Half brain, half belief, half the wealth you claim. In Islam, if you naked, girl, don't play that game. Still you fighting hard like a chicken for KFC. Deceived by the blind, do your faith really see? Your Quran's hiding secrets, dimming your spark. Your Allah's the real devil, lurking in the dark. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, you know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth. Zakir dropping wisdom, cur to be in play. You testing my gang, I'll expose your whole way. I see you fronting, acting like you legit, but your Allah know you lying out here playing that shit. Islam broke my heart, lost my crew, bond was through. Thought I found the truth, but it was a lie, who knew? Left the faith on the road, torn from the divine. Tears flow like rivers, left my home behind. Pride I wore like a crown, turned to dust in the blaze. Had a prophet on my mind, bowed my head in shame. Now I'm down, just a victim of struggle and blame. Lost in the streets, trying to figure out my name. Spit on your blind faith, I stay true, no faking it. Temptation of paradise, nah, I ain't chasing it. You brought the blade down, but I wield the pen. Armored in truth, ain't no stopping me, friend. I'm Hojako Murtadeen, that's my style. This ain't just fashion, it's my life for a while. I'm Adam, yeah I'm Adam, watch me rise, no doubt. I'm Adam, can't shake me, hear me shout. I'm Adam, yeah I said it, your daddy in this game. I'm Adam, yo to know the name, don't you dare put shame. I'm Adam, can't you see I'm your nightmare, boo. I'm Adam, call me what you like, I'm the truth.
And hello and welcome everyone. This is your favorite Murtad, Hadrat Adam Seeker, alayhi salatu wassalam, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. And today we have as always, Sister Hatun on her channel. Peace of Christ be with you, sister. And how are you doing?
And be with you. I'm okay. Thank you, brother, having me, and thank you very much, everyone who is joining us in this parallel live stream. Adam is hosting. It's also um, streamed on DCCI.
Wow. So we are running on two channels at this moment at the same time. Guys, if you have not liked or shared this video, then man, seriously, what are you doing? It doesn't cost you a penny. Please like and share and retweet. I have done some tweets as well. This is a very important event. It's a historical event. Isn't it like Sister Hatun? Isn't it that right now this has become a norm?
What?
S- Somewhere in the world during the events of Christians or Jews, some quotes in quotes radical Islamists will quotes in quotes supposedly do terror attack.
So, um, thinking back, let's say 10 years ago,
Hmm.
when uh, one of the followers of Islam harmed someone, let alone murdered, harmed someone, it would be on the news screaming and screaming, right? Uh,
Yes,
we would just like, oh no, let's read all of those details. And I think as the time went on, it became more and more. And then once now we are in the stage of once we hear followers of Islam went and then murdered people, we just like, oh, okay, let me see what is the next news. So yes, it becomes so normal. In a way, we don't even deal with what is the normal issue. So sad, isn't it?
absolutely, absolutely. So it has become so normal that I was waiting that my phone is going to start crying with all this information, and it didn't. I did not receive a single notification
And
on the. Your phone has the notifications where all the newses comes in, and there was not a single news that came in that popped in by my AI. What would you say on that?
there is a reason that you shouldn't trust AI. If you haven't learned this by now, Adam, I've got nothing to say to you. But yeah, so people are focusing on different things. People are not giving attention uh, what happened in Sydney, why it is happening, and the sad thing is, I think it was so. I was traveling. I was in Pennsylvania when it happened, and once, like when I saw the clips, uh, clips of what's happening, everyone is focusing this gentleman who is stepping in to disarm the attacker, and then of course by default you become curious. Okay, what's happening? You turn on news, you look at other news, other news, and then suddenly everyone is everyone is talking about this Mr. Muslim who stepped in to disarm attacker. No one is talking about, here's the details about attacker. Oh, attacker is Muslim. Oh, two Muslims are trying to murder, another Muslim is stepping in to stop. But yeah, now everyone is talking about um, person who stepped in to disarm the gentleman who was um, one of the gentlemen who was doing the attack. So yeah, it was very quick to move on. What is the reason, what it happened, and even like very disturbing informations are coming out regarding um, how this, let's say, how this build up stuff. But yeah, sad day. Of course, before we kind of focus on the reasoning and what has happened, let's just verbalize in case we forget. Please to keep people who are affected, whose family is affected, in your thoughts and in your prayers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the attack was not done in a normal thing. It was done on a special event, a special Jewish event. Why?
Because all of the people are gathering together to celebrate their special day. What can be better target? If you just turn up someone's house, you can harm only few people. Okay, I'm saying only, not because I'm just thinking life is not important. Even one life is important. I'm saying only because that's how the mindset is looking at these things. But if you go to the event where you know people who are in that event are intentionally there to support the event or to be part of the event because it represents their belief or they want to support such a belief. So um, it's always easy, not easy. It's always good. Let's say fishing. So you know it's going to be crowd people who are gathering there. Especially in this event in Sydney, people who are going to gather there, they are Jewish or Jewish sympathizers. So therefore, it is easy target. It is easy target.
So the attack was intentionally
Planned.
planned
Yeah.
on the Jews in Sydney.
So that means, think about it, people. That means gentleman didn't wake up in the morning and then said, what should I do today? How should I spend my time today? No. Father and son has already been working on it for a long,
Planning on it,
long, long time.
planned
Yeah.
the location, the area, and where to shoot from. So that's a very, very, very planned event.
Yeah. And then as the certain facts you shared a little bit earlier, I think we will go through them. Puts together, it is not something is been even built up or planned within last week. Something has been going on for a long time. And
A very long day.
yeah, and then it might be also beneficial to point out, since there are certain things people don't like to talk about it. Of course, two individuals who follow certain religion went and then did this, so the guns are belong to them, all those kind of things. But it is helpful to remember that people who are in power build this up.
They allowed this.
Yeah, build it up. Yeah,
They allowed this, and
open
still,
doors. They opened doors for it. They opened doors for it. I think yesterday I was like at the airport looking at the news, and I saw one of the British journalists
Mhm.
is talking about just beware of it. How this event, what like 12 people are being murdered in,
40 injured,
yeah, sorry, 12 Jewish people are being murdered, 14 injured, 14 or 40?
40, 40.
40 people are being injured, and a British politician and kind of he also involved with journalism says, think of the impacts of this to the Muslim community. I'm
My
just
foot. So, one thing for sure, when we talk about Sydney, prime ministers, and others, they came in public. I have listened to they simply said this is radical Islamist. They put a radical word before it because they have to be political correct. And they said this is the radical Islamist terrorism. These people were influenced by the Islamic State and nothing more, and we will call it nothing less, and we sympathize from the Jewish audience. So you can see
not enough. That's not enough. That's the same script every time we get to hear now, right? Only this,
exactly.
only this time there is additional. Okay, there is something linked with Islam.
And my question is, what are they doing for that now? So they sympathized, as you pointed out, sister. They sympathized with the Jewish people of their country, and they said this is unacceptable. Okay, but you are the politician, you are the man in power. What are you doing that this will not happen again?
So since we are talking about Sydney event, okay,
Hmm.
I just wanted to point out something. I'm assuming you've got like some screenshots, all this kind of thing.
Oh,
So
I have a lot of stuff, but I just want to do our basic discussion before I
yeah,
bring in the stuff.
yeah, okay. So 2023, 7th of October, certain people group who follows this certain religion, okay? Every time when I say certain people group, please insert Islam there, okay? 7th October, they murder Jewish people one after another, raped and kidnapped. And still, bodies are missing, okay? Think about that.
Oh,
So that's 7 October 2023.
oh, that's a very
Nine,
nobody knows about this, sister. Is this a new event, or we lost it, or we forgot it?
we moved
Oh, we
on.
forgot it because
Moved
after
on.
that, everyone was shouting
Yeah,
that somebody is doing massacre in the land, genocide in the land.
no,
Oh, okay,
that's
sorry.
7th October.
Oh,
That's 7th October
oh,
2023. 9th
okay.
October 2023. Okay, I need to move. So my eyes are like very bad these days. So 9th October 2023 in Sydney. Okay? Sydney
Mm-hmm,
Opera House.
mm-hmm.
People chant. What do you think they chant? Gas the Jews.
Chance what?
Gas the Jews. 2
No
days.
kidding.
2 days. And this is like in Sydney Opera House, okay?
In Sydney.
Yeah. Anyone is surprised? Because those things were allowed. Still allowed in like certain part of the world. People are still screaming those kind of things. So do you think anyone was surprised from the government of those countries that 12 people are being murdered, 40 people are in hospital? No. Because when people chanted, okay, gas the Jews, just few days after the mascara, what do you think? You
They are not
allowed,
radical. They are just shouting, sister. They are not radical. They are only shouting. They're not doing anything.
yeah, of course, we shouldn't be forgetting the part like my words are not my weapons. Yeah,
Exactly, you know.
yeah, that very. It's the freedom of speech. Why not? Just after like over 1,000 people are being murdered, people are being kidnapped, raped, all those kind of things. Why
Malik,
should?
if it is only when somebody not belonging to this particular group will shout something close to this, he will be put to jail. But if this group shouts, then it's the group of peace.
Yeah,
It's a
freedom of
peaceful group.
speech. It is all about freedom of speech.
But these are peaceful people, no? That's why when they shout this, you don't do anything because they're very peaceful. They're very peaceful
Yeah.
because the religion name is peace. You know that, right? The name of the religion is peace. You don't know Arabic, sister.
Yeah. The politician, I know, I don't know Arabic. I don't know Arabic. I just wanted to give the name of the politician and news guy from BBC, Nick
Mhm.
Robinson, urged people to imagine the impact of this event on Muslims. Yeah. So
Wow. What
imagine
about the
for
Jews?
Muslims.
What about the
Or
Jews?
are you talking about the ones they were murdered or the ones in hospital or the ones are just afraid of their life now? I don't know which one
Exactly, all of them, the ones who are dead, the ones who are still alive because their family members are dead, and the ones who were in that event, so that they are now going to be afraid to go to that event, which is a Jewish event in a country which is a non-Muslim country, Australia, Sydney. So what do you think about all of these Jewish people? Like, who is talking about them? And they're right.
I don't know that, but right now, as I was looking at the name of the guy who said that, I'm just looking at. I got email. Police is asking, please confirm your address. Oh my
Con-
god. Anyway, just like
Please confirm your address.
yeah, it's like reminder. Email comes as like reminder. Confirm your address with us. Anyway, let's anyway. So what um it is sad. Um in a way, supporting people are turning blind eye to the disasters, and it's gonna continue to go. It's gonna continue to go because once you open the door, and once people are coming in, how can you shut that door?
You cannot. This is Sydney. This is the location. These are the flowers. These are how many people they were there.
I've been to I don't know what we call those things. When someone dies, you go and then leave flowers in the place where it happened stuff. I've been some of those things. Uh and then it brings lots of crowds, and then lots of flowers, lots of cards, lots of even depend on what it is, but sometimes even people bring teddy bear. Okay, tomorrow everyone moved on. Thank you, visuals. Tomorrow everyone moved on, and then people continue to be moved on state until next happens. There
Then
is this
that's it.
saying. There is this saying. They come for group X, I didn't speak. They come for group Y, I didn't speak. They come for group C, I didn't speak. They come for me, there was no one to speak.
Absolutely.
So it is
Word.
in the stage of they come for me. We are in that stage right now. And then there won't be anyone to speak. Why? Because these things are just so normal now. It's our daily life. How was your day today? Oh, I just saw like 12 Jews being murdered. I'm just gonna go to M&S and get my cup of coffee. That's how it is now.
And it is a new norm. Uh, the gunmen behind the mass shooting at the Jewish celebration in Sydney were motivated by ISIS. So as soon as you say this, it's over. It's done. We're like, these people are like that. That's
Yeah,
it.
so that's the point. Like, expect, okay, yeah, this is Islam, we can't do anything about it. Oh yeah, this is followers of Muslim, we can't do about it. That's become so normal now. Someone does something, yeah, it happened before, yeah, this is how it is. I know I shouldn't be angry, but I'm like angry about these things. Like, when is it gonna stop? And like 50 years old man and his son 24 years old,
Yep.
all which country they are? They're not in their home country. They went to another country to make that country their home country. What happens?
Oh, imagine this.
Yeah,
Uh,
we move on very easily. We like
exactly.
people move on as fast as they change their underwear now, because it becomes so normal. It becomes so normal. We allowed it to become so normal, and it, as I said, it is at the stage. There is no like, okay, we should stop this. It's not in that stage anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what's disturbing right now. We are calling this normal. The problem is that we are calling this normal. We are not making this We are not helping everyone by calling this normal. This is abnormal. This is barbaric. We shouldn't call this normal. We shouldn't move on. We shouldn't just look at ISI, Islamic State ideology. We shouldn't just look at it and say, ah, these are the same type of people. Where is this ideology coming from? It's coming from the first word. It's coming from here. Here. This guy who you put radical word in it, but this is what it is. But what does radical means? What does radical mean? Let me Google that. Radical meaning.
Okay,
Okay,
before
hold on.
you moved too fast, brother. I wanted to point out something in previous paragraph.
I will give you the time for
Yeah.
that. I wanna emphasize on these two words, ISIS and radical Islamic ideology. I wanna emphasize on that, and then we will read this whole context. What does radical mean? If you Google radical, it says relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something. And this is not my definition. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. This is not my definition. This is the definition that is of the Oxford University. Definition by Oxford Language, Oxford University, dictionary by the Oxford University, radical. Relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something. Okay. So when you say radical Islam, missed or radical perversion of Islam, what are you saying? Now translate it according to dictionary. Can somebody translate it into the dictionary? Sister, can you please translate it now?
Um, I don't think at this stage my translation is important because when media uses radical, they are not focusing on okay, someone is following the foundation of Islam. That's not they are giving the impression. They are giving the impression, oh, Islam is all very beautiful. You've got like few handful over there. They're just like taking things much, much more serious and with their wrong interpretation. That's what media is pointing out. But yeah, when you put that term radical in the article, it is simply someone who is checking out Islam and following Islam when it's in fullness. That's what it is.
Look. Fit over 50 fitness said Islam is radical by nature. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everyone can be radical. You can be radical. I can be radical. Sister Hatun can be radical.
I
We
would
can
not
go.
be a radical Christian.
You, everyone can be radical. Sister Hatun can be radical. And if Sister Hatun can become radical, she will be the most peaceful person in the world. Because that's what Christianity teaches. That's what Jesus teaches. She will love her neighbor as she love herself. That is, the whole law is comprised into one commandment: love your neighbor as you love thyself.
So you are pointing out there is nothing wrong to be radical.
Yes,
So
it's the
as a Christian, we want people to be radical. We want people to love their neighbors the way they love themselves. We want people to fall in love with the Lord and their heart beat within every second for Him. And that's very good thing.
because
And
they will follow him then. They will follow him, unlike me or unlike you or unlike so many people. If we become radical Christians, we will follow him to the dot. And he said, the one who live by the sword, die by the sword. So do not pick up the sword. And like we will be like so peaceful. I'm not following the Lord properly. I get angry. He said, don't be angry. I get angry. I'm not following the Lord fully. But when this word is used with this other theology, other ideology, they become something else.
radical Muslim is the one who follows Allah and Muhammad to the dot. Okay?
Or tries to follow.
Yeah, tries to follow. And you can see some of them are good, some of them are not good. Some of them are doing good job, some of them are not doing good job. And when a Muslim wants to be radical Muslim, this murdering of Jewish people, murdering of non-Muslims, raping of non-Muslims, all that, even harming Muslim women becomes so normal. He's just being good Muslim man or good Muslim woman.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to point out something. There's a comment, fit over 50 fitness. Christian countries have to stop allowing Muslims in. And then next command is convert to Christianity or you cannot come in. Oh, and then there's another command which is on the screen. The problem with radical Islam is that promotes killing of the kafir. I wouldn't be very comfortable with promotes. I would kind of say orders. So Lord Jesus Christ doesn't want anyone to convert, anyone to love him, because it will give them access to another country.
Like this is so crazy. Like do you know how many Muslims actually claim to be Christians in 90s and early 2000s to come into the other country, and then they, after some time, when they have we have the passport of that country, they actually did that. Go search on the internet.
Yeah, and
And
this the example we are gonna look at, this father and son, their story is not much different. So Lord Jesus Christ doesn't want anyone to love him, obey him, and be faithful to him, because that identity is going to give them access to another country. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want people to love him fakely. And as I'm speaking, it just reminds me a case in UK. This gentleman, I'm talking about maybe during the COVID time. Date is not in my mind right now, but a couple of years back, we had a gentleman who decided to drive into memorial events were happening. He decided to get a taxi, go there to bomb everyone. But there was traffic or something. He couldn't get there. He went and then stopped the taxi in front of the maternity hospital where people make baby stuff. And then when that happened, it was all over the news. Okay. Oh, this person is Christian. This person who was a Muslim once become a Christian. So ex-Muslim Christian. Everyone is like shocked. How can someone claims to be Christian does something like that? You know what happened? It turned out, no. For all that time, while he came from his country, seek asylum as I am Christian, I am being persecuted, got his asylum, start living and making life in UK. While he's doing those things, he's going to the mosques behind the doors and then doing his Friday prayers. So it is not that difficult to act like a Christian and then get your documents. So anyway, the bottom line I wanted to point out is, you love the Lord in its fullness, or you don't love him. Don't ever fake that, if I claim to love Jesus, it will give me access to another country, therefore let me go. Let me get there. So just keep that in mind. And if I remember correctly, Brother Adam, you said this gentleman, father and son, the father has immigrated to Australia since 1998, not right? Okay, it's here. Okay, so okay, let's go. So this gentleman has been in USA in Australia almost 30 years, right? Almost 30 years. Huh.
27, 28, 28 years.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
2025, 28 years.
almost 30 years.
So he came to Australia when he was 20. Right now he's 53 when
Yeah.
he was killed.
So
So 22, 23, 24, 24 years of age, he was in Australia. Now he's 53. Imagine that. So he lived
entered,
most of his life there.
yeah, entered as a young adult, lived in that country, being looked after. He paid his taxes. Government came, council came, and then picked up the rubbish, all those kind of things, right?
Hmm.
Almost 30 years. What does he do? Oh, let me go to the Jewish celebration and then murder people. Very people who lived among with. See how how easy it is. That's what I'm trying to point out, okay? In case it probably it wasn't clear. I'm still in the thinking process. So he pretended that he's following the rules and regulations and moral standards of the country that he's living right now. Half of his life, more than half of his life, is in Australia. How does he return that? My lovely son. His son is from Australia.
Oh, yeah, check this out. That he married in Australia where he had two children who were Australian citizen. The son Naveed, who was with him in the shooting, and a daughter. So he bore his son Naveed, who was born in Australia, lived in Australia all his life, to the point when he is 24, went with his dad, 24 or 22, something like that, went with his dad, and then they both did the shooting over there. Now Naveed is in critical condition, yet stable in a hospital, and the dad is dead. But like, imagine, we are talking about person who was born in Australia now.
Grew up in that country, learn their education system. And then, of course, side information to point out. I'm sure some of you already saw on the social media where he got, what is that thing you get when you memorize the Quran?
Hafiz,
No, when you memorize the Quran in different qirats. Uh,
Kari. We call him Kari.
uh, that wasn't the word I was looking for. But anyway, so he's getting this certificate from a mosque. And then how he returned all of his life by like paying, he paid his taxes, so he got education. After 20 years, what does he do? Let me return the favor. I am so much in debt to Australia. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna murder people who's among I am living with.
And this time around, you need to understand. Most of the time, they are from the neighboring country, but this time around, he's from southern Indian state of Telangana. Now, imagine I've been talking with these people from India for a long time. Most of them are very low IQ people when it comes to Muslims in India. But the ones who are educated in Islam, they are really, really orthodox and radicals. Really. And India has a inbuilt pressure cooker that is pressure cooking, and the Indian government is not seeing that. They're unable to see that. By the way, we have a couple of guests in the backstage, sister. Do you wanna? Do you would like me to take them?
Yeah, and especially the one who expresses his feelings towards Jews. Love to hear from them.
He just came in, he put a private chat, and then he went out. So he is here just to abuse.
Okay, if that is the case, I would like to
I have
explain.
the other one here. Let us see if the other one. Oh shoot. This might be the paid guy who gets paid to come in and waste our time. Do you want to take a paid actor?
Uh, we don't know. I don't know who you are talking about, but yeah, if people are paid, we want them to make sure they do a good job, right? You deserve what you are paid for. You work for it.
Okay. Allah's warrior is here. Yes,
Hello,
Mr. Allah's warrior.
hello, Adam Seeker. Hello, Hatun Tash.
Now
Thank
you
you for
understand who that guy is, sister?
Why does Allah need a warrior? Why do you worship a God who is needy?
because
Allah can't do his dirty job, so he hires you to do his dirty job.
no, because Ahmed Al Ahmed is a hero and he's a brother that is following the Quran. And to prove it is Quran 532. What Ahmed did is exactly what
532.
is exactly what 532 done. He's a hero and we're proud of him.
Okay. So, Adam, let me just point. I know it's your live stream, but I just wanted to point out something. So, uh, he just called in. His name is Allah's warrior. Why he's not calling out other two Muslims for what they've done to 12 Jews?
Because
Just a
these two
second, Shushna. Why he's not calling out for them? Why he's not saying what they've done is not Islamic, but he's focusing on this Muslim gentleman who tried to stop the one of the shooter. I just want everyone
Because
to think about it. Okay, that's point one.
I was going to get to it.
Point two, shush now, I'm talking. Point two, a Muslim gentleman who steps in to stop the shooter, and then another two Muslim gentlemen who steps in to murder people who are not Muslim. Do they both, these three of them, are they all following Islam?
I would like to
Shushna, I said I'm responding what you said. I'm gonna give you time to make Islam look awesome, as well as make this hero more hero. Okay? Because you don't care about the life of Jews. You don't. So this is great opportunity to make all Muslim community awesome, right? They're all victims. This is great opportunity to make Islam most misunderstood religion all around the world. Okay? And your justification that he's following the Quran is 532. Great.
correct.
That's all I wanted to point out before I pass it to Adam. Adam, make sure he works hard for the money he's being paid for.
okay. Can you please read 532 for me, Mr. Allah's warrior?
Yes, absolutely. That is why we
I
ordained.
said read the verse first, then we will
Read the
talk about.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says that from 532. It says that is why we ordained for the children of Israel that whoever takes a life, unless as a punishment for murder or mischief in the land, it will be as they killed all of humanity, and whoever saves a life, it is will be as they have saved all of humanity. Although our messengers already came to them with clear proof, many of them still transgressed afterwards through the land.
Okay. So there are two very important things in this verse. Let me say those two things and then you explain it to them. Number one, you use the word mischief in the land. That's one that you need to explain. And number two, you need to explain that it is for children of Israel, not for the Muslimin. Quran talks about to the Muslims when he says, "O believers, Ya ayyuhal mu'mineen." And Quran actually talks about, "O people who believe, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu." So there are these two ways Allah calls out the Muslims, number one. Number two, when Allah wants to call out the Jews, He says, O Jews, O Yahudu, or He says, O children of Israel. Please explain these two things in this verse, why they are written like this.
Absolutely, I will explain it. Okay, so when you said this was explained to the time to the Muslims, and that was referenced
I
in
never
the
said
Quran.
anything like that. I never said anything like that.
Okay, all right, mischief. What mischief means, yeah, is it could mean so mischief. Let's say you're a drug dealer and you're selling drugs. That's mischief in the earth. You're
Who said
selling
that?
drugs.
So if I
No,
sell
it's an
drugs, okay,
example.
okay.
It's an example.
If I sell drugs, will you kill me?
If the law, if this is the law, so you could. There's a law
No, no.
in Saudi Arabia. If it's not the law, then I can't kill you.
Listen,
I
listen.
can't kill you.
Does the verse says law? Okay, read the verse again in your heart, in your mind, and tell me if the verse says law by
No, it
any
says
opinion.
unless there is a punishment. So a punishment
Uh,
could be law.
but it doesn't say punishment. No,
Let me
the
pull.
verse
Let me
doesn't
pull
say
up.
punishment.
It does say punishment. Let me put up on the
No,
screen.
no, it does not. Let me show it to you. Don't worry. Take a chill.
I
There
go
you go.
backstage as well. I'm reading from
There you go.
Quran.com.
Read it. Yeah, this is Quran.com. Because of that, we decreed upon the children of Israel that whoever kills a soul, unless for a soul, or for the corruption in the land, it is as if he has slain mankind. Whoever saves one, it is as he has saved mankind. Our messenger has certainly come to them with clear proof. Our messengers had certainly come to them with clear proof. To who? The children of Israel, not to you. Then indeed many of them after that throughout the land were transgressors. Now, I'm you for first talking about the corruption in the land. Where is the word punishment in here? The
On this
law is in
one,
here. Where is the law in here?
in this one, it doesn't have it. The one that I'm looking up has
There's
it for
because
some
in the
reason.
Arabic there is none. So I don't care what stupid idiotic translation you're reading.
Okay. It doesn't say punishment. It doesn't say to kill the murderers or mischievous.
It says kill a soul unless. So you can kill a soul
Oh yeah,
unless for
unless
these two reasons.
yeah. I
So
mean,
what is mischief in the land?
mischief. It could be a
So
drug
basically,
deal.
you said drug dealer, so, drug. So if somebody has drugs with him, you'll go and kill him, right? Because this is allowed in the Quran.
Not me. It would have to be done by the law.
Where does it say it has to be done by the law?
It doesn't mention it, but the Quran is a rule book, and
No,
that's the part of the Sharia.
if the person is doing it, is he doing according to the Quran or not?
Killing the drug dealer or a murderer.
Not
If you're
murderer.
killing,
Right now we are not murderer because that is killing for a soul, unless for a soul. I'm not talking about that one right now. I'm talking about for a corruption in the land.
corruption, yeah, definitely can be applied for that person. I'm not gonna say you can kill innocent people because that's not what the Quran says,
I'm not talking
and I'm
about
not
that. I'm
gonna
asking
mislead
what is
people.
corruption in the land or mischief in the land.
Corruption could be like lots of things, like government corruptions, like
Where did you,
um,
okay, so if a politician does corruption, you'll go and kill him.
let's say the politician is what's that called? Mistreating the
Let's say
people.
a politician is saying in my country, gays are allowed and lesbians are allowed. So gays can do whatever
An
they want to do.
example: Saddam
No, no,
Hussein.
I gave the
He's
example. I gave the
okay.
example. I already gave the example. So he is corrupting the land, correct?
Yes.
So you are gonna go and kill him according to this verse.
No. I wouldn't
No,
kill
you are.
him. I wouldn't.
Yes, you will.
I'm just trying to give an example.
You
I'm
gave
trying
me
to
this
give
verse. Listen, I'm reading the verse as is. So I
the
gave you
corruption
the
has to
you
be
gave me the
bad.
one.
It has to be bad
So it is
corruption.
bad. These gays are doing bing 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 bing, which was being done in the time of Lut according to your book. They are not doing
Yes.
anything. They are not doing anything according to the will of Allah. They are corrupting the land. So the man is doing with the man. Dung 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 dung.
I just won't
Now
associate with that society. Just don't associate with them.
I don't care. You gave me this verse. The verse is saying, if they are doing corruption in the land, you kill him. This is allowed. The killing is allowed when you are doing corruption in the land.
But we're looking at the wrong bit. It says when whoever
No,
saves one is as if they saved
that is
mankind.
separate. So you want me to skip the first part and go to the second part?
Go on, continue. I want to try.
Okay,
explain it as best
so
as I
you
can.
just said, if a politician is doing corruption, and I just told you the example of the politician. A politician is saying the guys can go to the guys and do the bing 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 bing. And according to this verse, he should be killed by a person like you.
No, in the Quran, it does have Sharia law that it is
Okay,
forbidden. And
listen, did you give me this verse? By the way, there is nothing
I
called
gave it this
Sharia
first.
law.
I gave it this first.
Okay, and you said it was done according to this verse. Did you not say that?
I said the hero saved
Yeah,
his
I'm telling you
people
the hero.
according to this verse.
No,
Yes.
no. I'm telling you the whole incident of the three people is done by according to this verse. I'm telling you this. Now we are
No.
reading this verse. Yes, shut up and listen. The Jews are doing corruption in the land. So basically, the two gunmen started doing this based on this verse because they know that this verse is saying this verse, which
Yeah,
you people always bring. The two gunmen actually use this verse because
no,
the Jews are doing corruption in the land, and then they went in and started shooting because this verse did not say go to the law. This verse doesn't say bring the lawman. This verse does not say get them to the court first. This verse does not say teach them first. This verse says, this verse gives you an explicit content on how to go and kill them. It's right
but
there. I'm highlighting that.
these Jews were civilians. They were not. They were not
Who
combatant
said
people
the
doing
corruption
mischief.
has to be done by non-civilians? Is there any condition in this verse?
No, but these people were not committing
Now they
mischief
were committing
or
shirk.
anything.
They were doing Hanukkah. You know what Hanukkah is? I don't care. You are a paid actor. I know that. But
It's a
at the
Bible.
end of the day, they were doing corruption in the land.
No, they were doing their religion. Jews do not believe in. They're not a pagan religion. They're part of the people
Are
of the book.
they disbelieving Allah and His apostle?
They don't believe in Allah. Yes,
Okay, and His apostle.
yes.
Okay, so they are doing mischief in the land.
But Muslims do not go around killing Christians because the Quran says that.
Because they are not following their Quran. There are bad Muslims. So the one who saved and went and stopped the shooters, he is a bad Muslim. He is a munafiq. Your
No, he's a
prophet
good
said
Muslim.
because he did not follow this verse. The prophet said that you will not even go to their funeral.
I
So
would do
if
this.
that guy, am I asking you? Your prophet said in Quran chapter number 9, verse number 98, do not even go to the funeral of these guys because they are not waging war with you against the people who are spreading corruption in the land.
Yeah, but then how about the ones that who saves their life is like saving them humankind, and that's what he did.
That is an exception. That is the guy who does not save the people in these two conditions. The persons who were doing this were following this condition. So hence this thing does not apply on the Muslim now because the two gunmen were stopping the people who were doing corruption in the land. So when the guy went in and stopped them, he did not follow the exception. Hence he is a hypocrite, and this guy will burn in hell for eternity as the fuel of hell.
Ahmed did the right thing.
Ahmad was a hypocrite, munafiq, because the two gunmen was following the law according to the law. The verse that you gave me, I did not even open a second verse.
I would do what Ahmed did. I would save lives as well.
So you will actually burn in hell forever according to Quran chapter number 9, verse number 84. That when you stop somebody for completing the Allah's law, which is here in front of you, the verse that you gave me, if you do that, you will burn in hell for eternity according to chapter number 9, verse number 84.
Well, this is your channel, and I can't. You're not gonna allow me to refute you. I'm not allowed.
You are giving the verse, and I gave you all the time to refute. Now, why are you playing victim card?
No, because I'm trying to. If I give my explanation, you shut me down and not let me talk.
Oh, so now you are playing victim card.
Okay, then I
The-
will speak. I will speak.
I asked you about the corruption in the land. Did you explain the corruption in the land, or did I explain
No,
corruption in the land?
Muslims understand it from this point of view, and the
Okay,
scholars understand
Muslim.
it from
Okay,
this
okay.
point of
Let's
view.
scholars. Okay. Let's go to scholars. All right, no worries. I was waiting for you to say scholars. There you
And
go.
scholars would
Ibn
agree
Kathir.
with me.
I am waited.
It's
I
law.
waited for you to go to the scholars. Messenger, do mischief in the land. What are the mischiefs? Waging war mentioned here means oppose, contradict, and it includes disbelief. You
Yes,
said
and
scholars.
this belief belongs to the what's that called? At the time the pagan, the Quraysh, because the Quraysh
So,
was doing mischief. The Quraysh was doing mischief.
disbelief. Did I ask you today before I brought up this subject? Did I ask you, are the Jews doing disbelief in Allah and His Messenger? You said yes.
No, they were doing mischief and attacking the Muslims. They wanted the Muslims dead.
No,
At that time, the Quraysh.
Australian Jews were attacking the Muslims.
No, I'm talking. This is talking about a time and a place. This is not talking.
I'm
This
talking about
mischief.
the time that this mischief is he's explaining mischiefs, including disbelief. Then he said blocking roads and
Yes,
spreading fear. I am not talking about this. I'm talking about disbelief. Is the Jews disbeliever?
this disbelief
Are
includes that
Jews
time.
disbelievers?
Yes, the disbelievers, but it's not
Okay,
talking about
so if the
disbelief.
Jews
It's
are
not.
disbeliever and they are doing something in Israel, what are we going to do with them according to this verse?
This verse is not talking about now times
It
when
is.
it's disbelief.
Did you
It is.
not ask me? Did you not ask me to go to the tafsir?
Well,
The
what the
scholars. Are you bigger than a scholar?
what? So you agree that the IDF is killing children because the IDF.
Bye, sister. Anything else you would like me to mention? You are on mute, sister. By the way.
Sorry, I was coughing. I mute myself and then I forgot. So one of the things I wanted to point out, for the sake of the audience, after Surah 5 verse 33, 32, you've got Surah 5 verse 33. Just comes after it, right?
Yes, and
People, read it. I know
oh,
Muslims don't like to read it, but you do read it. 532. The next one is 533. Needs everyone's attention. Okay, that's point one. Point two, I wanted to. There are certain things you won't get to see around the world when you are engaging with humans. Okay, but there are certain things will always get your attention when you are engaging within the planet Earth with Mr. Muslims. Okay. That is the very verse they would bring it from Allah. The very verse they would bring from Allah within few minutes when the other side questions that very verse, suddenly they don't like that verse. I bring you something, you start asking me question, what do I do next? I don't like this verse anymore. That is unique. That is unique to followers of Islam, even the ones who are trying to make their case positively. Okay, that's just side information I wanted to bring to people's attention. So, according to followers of Islam, I think the point overall Adam tried to make is, according to followers of Islam, the very gentleman who stepped in to disarm the guy who has got the gun in his hand, I would identify as hypocrite. He wouldn't be considered as Muslim, even though he might be today labeling himself as Muslim. But within Muslim circle, within Muslim mind, by Muslims who are following the Quran, he wouldn't be identified as Muslim. Only reason he is identified as Muslim on social media is it fits their idea of, or their promotion of, Islam is the religion of peace. That's why they are screaming on social medias that to say, oh yeah, the guy who rescued those people, who disarmed this Muslim, is Muslim. Actually, they're not saying the guy who disarmed the Muslims, the guy who disarmed those guy who had a gun. So they don't want people to know about the religion of the criminals. So I want people to keep that in mind. So, and we get to see that through Surah 9. And also, practical application of that is, all you need to do is turn your head and your memory a little bit back what ISIS did to certain Muslims. Okay? Because ISIS, if you don't follow the Quran I am reading, you are not Muslim. So I just wanted to point that out. Also, just another side note as I was talking. Brother Adam, did you see the clips of the shooters?
Yes, but we cannot play that on YouTube unless we are news channel.
Okay. The reason I asked that is I am assuming many of other people watched it as well. It's all
I
over.
think all of them has watched it.
Okay. I never used a gun. Okay. I had a chance to touch the gun a few years back when I had a trip to Ohio. And I was stopped at the airport by British police, and then I was told I will be accountable if I touch the gun. So I never touched the gun. I've seen a couple of people does shooting. So I have seen some people shoot the Quran, all those kind of things. And time to time, I saw people are doing shooting on the movies. And I watched these two Mr. Muslims who are shooting at the Jews. You know what? As someone who has no knowledge of army or those kind of things, I was so sure he got practiced. He's been practicing.
Trained.
Trained or practicing for quite long time. Quite long time. The way he's holding that gun, because you can simply go to Google and then say how to use gun for idiots, and then it gives you all the structure, how you need to hold, where you need to look, all those kind of things. Okay, I am watching these gentlemen, and all I am thinking is they've been practicing for long time. I just wanted to point that out as well.
All right. We have somebody who admires you a lot, sister. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
bring him up. Guys, the video might become a little sensitive for sensitive people, but you know, he's here. Mohammed Suhail, unmute yourself. You're here, you want to speak, unmute. Mr. Mohammed Suhail.
I've got this impact on people. They just turn up to be silent when they're in front of me. It's not
Oh,
because my hair is like not brushed or my makeup is not right. It is simply they don't know how to defend their very prophet and their very religion.
okay. So now he is not going to speak. So I'm gonna remove you, my friend. Do not join in if you are not going to speak. We have a king of the earth, brother, sister.
Okay, just before the king of the earth, I just since you said like he is my fan, right?
Yes, he's a fan from the,
Okay.
you know,
I saw, I don't know if he's still in the chat or not.
he's there, he's there. He's always listening, he's always commenting. He
No, no.
came here for the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna talk like proper fans, okay?
Hmm.
I don't know if brother is in the chat or not. He's humble servant. I met him. Um, I met him last year, not last year, this year in Ohio. Was it in Ohio? I met him this year somewhere. And so when people are your fan, they challenge what you say. Okay. And along that of that, they also give you compliment. That's what people who are your fan does. And I am looking at the private chat, and I can be very confident to verbalize this person is not my fan. The language he uses, it is undescribably unique. So
That's why I said he's
therefore,
your fan, because every
yeah,
time you go live with me, somehow he's here. So he's a fan.
yeah. So yeah, his humble service is in the chat. See, that's like fan looks like, right? Actually, he's very humble. He's the fan of Lord Jesus Christ. But that's kind of you would expect from the fans. Like the things I'm looking in the private chat from these so-called my fans doesn't look like yeah, he doesn't even make a comment on my hair. So some things are unique there. Anyway, okay, so
We have
uh,
another one, Earth, King of the Earth.
King
You
of the
know
earth
who?
is Lord Jesus Christ. King of the heavens is Lord Jesus Christ. Let's see who is this person who take this fake name.
Yes, Mr. Earth, King of the Earth.
Yeah, my name was given to me by Pope John Paul II because that is my rank.
Oh man.
The name goes with my rank.
We have idiots and we have great idiots. And then when 100 great idiots died, this guy was born to balance the odds of the 100 great idiots. All right, mister. So how do you want to defend these
Or,
shooters?
or another point I just wanted to say before you have conversation with this gentleman is, therefore I always say we need to pray for people who are in power and authority. Doesn't matter they are king, doesn't matter they are police officers, doesn't matter they are head of the Church of England, or doesn't matter they are head of the Roman Catholic Church.
No, no, this guy
You've got to
had this a
pray for
dream,
them.
sister.
Yeah. You've got to pray for those people for their wisdom.
Yeah, but like this guy had a dream when the Pope did that. Okay, yes,
Yeah,
mister.
even in the dream, brother.
Oh, even in the dream. Okay.
Yeah.
So, mister, what do you want to say?
If I understood correctly, one of the gentlemen who died at the event in Australia a couple days ago is an Ashkenazi rabbi. This is correct, right?
Just wanted to point out before Adam comments on it, it wasn't an event. There was some people stepped in and then did the murdering. Okay, there was a
And
gathering.
he did not die, he was killed. So,
Yeah, murder.
I mean, if you're killed, you're still dead, and if you're dead, you still die. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. It's splitting
no, it does
hairs.
not. It does not. The right word has to be used. He was killed illegally by the two Muslims who were following Islam radically, means fundamentally. So, can you
But
say the sentence
but,
in the true
but
essence?
we agree that he is
No, no.
supposed to be
First,
a rabbi.
say the sentence in the proper manner before you continue your discussion.
Yes, there was
No,
people killed
not
in
yes,
Australia
not yes.
a few
Say the
years ago. Yeah, it's
sentence.
true.
Say the
There was a group
sentence.
of people in
Who were they?
Australia that
Who were
was
they?
killed, and the people that was killed,
By
from
who?
what I
By
understand,
who?
claim to be
By
Ashkenazi.
who? Mister, listen. In my channel, if you are not going to speak the right words, which are the words which are being used, even using the political correctness by the politicians and by the news channels, if you are not going to at least use those words, and I'm saying at least because obviously there's a lot of sugarcoating in the political words and the news channels, if you are not even going to use those words, then there is no point in talking further with you. So I'm going to add you once again, and I will see if you are truthful in stating the statement in the correct manner. So I'm going to add you, and this will be your last chance. If you are going to speak with all the political correctness which is being used in the news by the politicians, with all the political correctness, if you can't even say the sentence, then obviously there is no need to talk with you. So I'm going to add you in again. Yes, mister. Who
It's
was
true.
killing?
A group of
Not true. I
Muslims
don't care. Group of
killed a
Muslims.
group of Ashkenazi in Australia. This is a fact. There is no arguing this.
What
This
is
is a fact.
Ashkenazi?
Ashkenazi, according to Moses in Genesis chapter 10, verses 3 through 5, are islanders and Gentiles. Although I do question how a bunch of
Who
Eastern
told you they are
Europeans.
all? Who told you they are
Hold
all
on, pull up your Bible.
Ashkenazis?
Come on. Pull up your Bible.
Who told you?
Genesis chapter 10.
I am asking you. Who told you all the people who were there in Australia represents themselves as Ashkenazis? Did you went to all of them and verify and validate it? Please,
That's the news stations. That's the
I
news
asked you.
stations. Sky News Australia, as example.
Did they say all of them were Ashkenazis?
Yeah, according to Sky
Okay.
News
Give me the
Australia.
link. Give me the
They even
link.
showed.
Listen, you speak too much. Give me the link. Let me see if they actually stated that all of them were Ashkenazis. I do not know that they have stated that. So please, the link, and then we can continue with your conversation because you want to drive a point, and I need to see and validate. All right? I'm waiting for you to send me the link in the private chat, and then I will bring you back up. In the meantime, there is somebody who has a very derogatory name. So I'm gonna bring him up while the other guy actually get me the link of that discussion. This guy's name is FUCK the Jews. That's what his name is. His name is FUCK the Jews. All right, Mister.
Fuck
Dead Air
Hatun.
Network. Okay, there he's going to just he's using an AI sound to say this to Hatun. You are banned, man. You will never be able to join in. Okay. I'm sorry, sister, that you have to listen to this.
I don't care that much. I'm just looking at these things and I'm just like, face of Islam. Yeah. Even followers of Islam goes out and then murders 12 people and hospitalize 40 people. There are some of the followers of Islam are so proud of it. They want to take the opportunity to express the beauty of Islam by certain words towards me. I more care about what their teachings did to non-Muslims. And also I wanted to point out I'm not their mother, so maybe they are doing these things to their mother, but yeah. Anyway.
Absolutely. That's what they are. But I'm still waiting for so-called King to give me the link. I am waiting. Mr. King, you can fill up the whole private chat with all the blah blah of the world. Unless you will give me the link of the news, you are not coming up. Sister, let's continue our subject
Okay.
because obviously I know these people have the audacity to blame the Jews. And yes, I would say blame the Jews when they are rightfully to be blamed. I would go with you on that. But when they are attacked by these particular ideological cult created by a man named Muhammad,
Um,
I don't want them to be blamed unless they were doing something against some people. They're living in Australia, they have the right to celebrate their whatever event, whether Hanukkah or anything. They have the right to do that. Yes,
I
sister.
would you be kind enough and then pull up that article again? I wanted to point out a
Yes.
couple of more things from that article.
All right.
So in the second paragraph, once it comes on the screen, it looks like it's coming from like Mecca with Kamal.
I'm so
So
sorry.
investigators said that police had found two homemade Islamic State flags in the car They didn't
Uh,
go. They didn't go and then buy the flag. It's very easy to buy it, by the way. I bought a couple of years ago online. It's very easy to buy it. You can go and buy it online, but it is homemade. It is homemade. This is not accusation to anyone, but to just bring some stuff to people's attention. Adam Sika, you lived in a Muslim country. You are in Muslim country, or you lived in a Muslim country, wherever you are, with your 4 wives. When was the last time you take needle and then sew things?
Maybe 3 decades ago.
When you were probably single, right?
Even
And
more than 3
yeah,
decades, yeah.
your mom didn't sew your sock. You needed to do it.
Yeah, something similar.
Yeah. Did you do a good job, do you think?
I did a terrible job.
Okay. Anyone who lived in a Muslim country or among Muslim people would know Muslim men, when it comes to sewing skills, are not very good, right?
No, they are terrible. Don't even say not very good. They are terrible.
Brother, I'm practicing my kindness. Allowed people to see I am a lovely person. So who helped them to make this homemade flag? There are lots of letters needed to be cut it first. You need to draw the letter, cut it, and then sew it. Who helped them? It looks to me, while my brain is shut, my eyes are shut, it looks to me that this gentleman didn't get any help from anyone, right? In the same house.
He must have gotten a lot of help from his females in the house.
Yeah, when I close my eyes and my brains, yeah, he didn't get any help. But just opening my eyes and reading, oh, homemade flag. Fabric is being bought, around the fabric is being sewed. Letters are, another fabric is being bought. Letters are drawn and cut. And you are writing like important things in that. Your cutting skills needs to be very good. And then you are sewing into it. They didn't do only one. They saw 2. I just wanted to point out for those of people who are screaming, oh, father and son just independently act. This doesn't look to me very independent at all. There is some other hands, not my hand, and I am 100% positive it is not the hands of Adam Sika. Some other hands stepped in. And sewing a flag, if you are fast, it might be taking whole day, but not sure if man is able to finish within whole day. It will be probably longer than that, right?
And there are 2.
Yeah, it's not only one. So we are talking about 2 homemade Islamic flag.
And then he has these 16 guns in his house.
Basic human rights, right?
With
I've got only one mug.
no,
This guy has like 16 guns.
and then he's getting all his weapons and everything in front of his family and going out.
No, come on, brother. I am sure in his garden, he digged a hole. No one in the house noticed that there is a hole in the garden where he buried the guns in the moment of need. Versus my other brain is saying, will it be like that? Because this guy needs to use those guns to practice, right? Last thing you want to do is go to job and then you are not familiar with the tool and then you mess up. So those guns are not buried in the garden. They are somewhere. Open the cabinet. It's like exactly the same thing I would do with my cup when I need to get a coffee. Just handy over there. And magical thing in these stories are that these people are acting alone, you know. These people are acting alone. So no one is seeing. How many guns did you say, brother?
16.
No one sees these 16 guns. I've got jar of pencils here, okay? And see how small, how tiny they are, right? Anyone who gets into my room will see them. Versus 16 guns. None of the any family members notices. His mouth is so shut. He's not telling this to the very gentleman who helped him to learn the Quran in different readings. I just find those things so unique. Like, if you are looking for skillful man who knows how to sew, who knows how to hide, who knows how to not speak to anyone at all, not even with his son. So he has a daughter, a wife, and a son. Planning all these kind of things, and there is not even any word has been said beside these two people that no one heard of it. Wife didn't hear it. Daughter didn't hear it. None of them got ever suspicion. None of the people in the mosque or who were in the cars with them. No. It is amazing. Like, you get to sit down with teenagers and the information they give you, you just like, oh my God, just shut up. You speak too much. But this is so unique situation. They never spoke. There was nothing made anyone to observe or get suspicion about what's happening. That's I simply call miracle of Muslims, uniqueness of Muslims. They are so skillful. My jumper needs sewing. Maybe I should go and ask them to sew my jumper.
Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. But Australia has one of the most strict gun laws after
Excuse
1996.
me. Excuse me. Most strict gun laws, and I've got 16 in my house.
That's
How
what
is
they
that
are saying.
possible? How is that possible?
When I read other news, they say, let me read quotes and quotes verbatimly. Mass shootings are rare in Australia, largely due to the country's strict gun laws. The country implemented some of the world's toughest gun laws after its worst ever mass shooting in 1996, with a lone gunman killing 35 people at a cafe and tourist site in Tasmania's Port Arthur. That's what the news is telling me.
So they've got the most strict gun laws. If that I'm interpreting that is like it's very difficult to buy guns, right?
Yeah,
Buy it, hold it, put it in like put it in, keep it in your house,
yeah,
and so strict that this Mr. Muslim have how many of them?
16 that I read from
Not only
somewhere.
one, not only two, but 16 of them. That's very strict to me, brother. Yeah, yep, very strict.
And they
Imagine
were
if it
legal,
is
by
not
the way.
strict. Imagine if it is not strict.
And they were legal, by the way.
I don't want to be mean to the people who live in Australia, but I think something is wrong with the government there and with the authorities stuff, right? Something just doesn't
Uh,
add up.
and they had legal guns. Do you know that? These attackers in Sydney had legal guns.
I can't even have like pepper spray to carry with me because laws are too strict. But with all that restriction, people can have 16 guns. Not even one. Like, okay, you get
Let's make it 6 because now the Google is telling me they used 6 guns that were legally owned and registered to the father Sajid Akram. So the guns which were used were 6 of them, which were legally owned and registered to the father Sajid Akram.
what kind of justification you need to have or reasoning you need to have to get a permission for 6 guns.
and legal 6 guns,
Yeah.
which are licensed to one person.
Yeah. So like what kind of reasoning, what kind of reason you have to apply not only one gun but 6? And every time when you are applying, you are giving permission. So
Uh,
didn't anyone like ask, there is this Mr. Muslim who travels the country called Philippines, where you've got these radical Muslims are like kind of building their houses stuff. And he's asking gun after gun. Should we give it to him? This is like UK Home Office is giving asylum to Mr. Jihad. that's
you do realize in America there is a state called Texas. In Texas, everyone has guns, like literally. Like you do not know the guy standing next to you has gun or not. Like almost everyone has guns there. You can buy guns from a grocery store in Texas. You go in a grocery store, go to the back of the grocery store, there'll be a section, buy the gun legally. Show them your ID card, show them whatever, I don't know what how many checks and balances are there, but like you show these things to them, buy the gun.
but you are allowed to carry and protect yourself, right?
Exactly. So the whole
So
purpose of this is,
you don't have the restrictions. No one is allowed to carry gun. No one is allowed to have gun. You don't have such a restrictions.
and that is why the the incidents of mass shooting or gun shooting is the least in Texas. Last time a gunman with an automatic gun entered, it's like it happened last year in 2024. I showed the news and everything. Two gunmen, which are obviously quotes and quotes radical Islamists, quotes and quotes, they entered a church with automatic guns.
I remember that.
One of them was pointing the gun and the other shot the first bullet. You know how many people shot him back? They were dead instantaneously. And Trump actually praised these defenders, because if those people were not in the church, these people with two automatic guns would have killed a lot of people in the church. So anybody who would go in Texas and try to do such a thing, because everyone can defend themselves with the guns and the laws are equal for everybody, nobody does mass shooting. In Australia, if the other people had the same privilege to have the gun, these 40 injured and how many, 12 dead or something, I forgot how many dead,
12.
uh,
12.
12 dead would be very little, because the people who were next to the bridge and etc would have also had guns, and before they could finish their magazine they would have been shot down.
Hmm. Well, you are in an event where you are you are there for celebration, so not sure if you would be walking around with gun, but I hear your point. 1671 says he's got 3 guns. If you are a brother, time to time I need to go to mosques. Let's do this ministry together. Just drop me an email.
He has 3 guns. Who has 3 guns?
There is someone called 1671. I got 3 guns. I got 3 Hatun, but it is to protect my family, not assault and unbelievers. So
Anyhow, so coming back to this point, we have some guy in the back who was showing the camera and who was pointing very nasty act. Would you like me to take this guy with nasty actions showing?
yeah, I love to see what actions he's doing.
Okay, let's bring.
I would like
Yes.
to make an admission. I'm from a gang, and this is my gang, everybody. This is my gang, and that's my admission. I would like to let everybody know that I'm a criminal and I'm in a gang. That's all I wanted to say.
Is the name of the gang you are in?
And
Are
he ran away. No, no, he just disconnected. I
yes,
did not know him.
I think it's the name of the gang he's involved called Islam.
Yeah, yes, same gang. Same gang.
Yeah,
His
same.
YouTube channel is off the grid, and he comes in as Muslim defender,
Yeah.
Allah's warrior, and all that.
I just wanted to point out something as well. Some people are very, very brave, right? He's so brave. He's got opportunity. And then he takes the opportunity to express to us that which gang he's a part of the gang, and then in that opportunity he just don't want member of his gang to see his face. I see those things like so brave. People are very powerful behind the keyboards as well as behind the fabric. Very, very powerful.
His gang. All right, let's move forward. Let's discuss this now. All right, so you brought up a very good point, sister. Uh, they are saying 50 years old here. It's another news. I read 53. That's fine.
Just a second.
24 years old son.
Just a second. I just so probably like he's doing homemade flags, and 50 years old. Okay, I'm not 50 yet, and I know my eyesights are very bad. Like like I can't, like I had to go so close to just see if that's my plane or not on the board. It shows. Okay, he's in his 50s. Let's say while he's building this ISIS flag, he's in his 40s. He's able to hold the needle and then sew it. I just think like that's the miracle of Islam.
Sister, how can you radicalize a 24 years old son unless you are doing it since he is a child? It's
Father
not
like
possible.
father like a son. You
No,
train them from early ages.
thank you. Yes.
Before child start thinking by himself. You feed them, you feed them, you feed them more.
And then his wife is Australian. He married in Australia.
Love
So
jihad.
she is not stopping them means she is also radicalized.
So you are telling me why your father is filling the son with Islam, this lovely wife and lovely mother does her job and then pull back, and then making sure father gets enough time to teach very basics of Islam to his son.
There is no other way.
Like, okay, his mom said she's shocked.
She will
Yeah,
say that now.
I am shocked too. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked when he left home with the guns. I wasn't shocked when he was feeding my son with all these teachings of Islam. I wasn't shocked with the activities they were doing in the mosque. I am so shocked now. Why? Because he's on the telly now. Because police is going to come and ask me. Exactly the same. Oh, I am so shocked. I can't believe he was a good husband, good father, all that. Exactly the same thing the wife of Mr. Jihad said. I never see those things. I never observed. He was a good Muslim. Yeah, of course she's going to say, I am shocked. What do you want? Do you want her to say, oh yeah, here's the plan. We did it together. Here's the things I heard. Because even the idiot police is going to say, why didn't you tell us? Oh, well, answer to that might be, she might say, oh, I didn't want to come across as Islamophobe. Yeah, she's shocked. Seriously, like, she's shocked. Very shocked. Sorry, brother. It's just like,
I'm
exactly the same thing. Every time, these family members or beloved friends of these jihadis are going out and acting on Islam, family members and the loved ones, even the mosque. We are so shocked. I'm so speechless. How can he do this? He loved this country. Oh, even when we didn't have enough money to pay the tax, he went and borrowed money to pay the tax because he loved the country so much. I'm so shocked. Yeah. I am so shocked. I'm so shocked. Oh, he might not give my name to Allah when he gets to this, when he needs to intercede for me. That's what she's shocked about. Seriously? 20 years of marriage, minimum of 20 years of marriage. She's shocked. Her son, literally like her son, got a degree, certificate for the Quranic recitation in very, very lovely, interestingly lovely mosque. They've got an ISIS flag, 2 ISIS flag, homemade, sewn by hand, that means, okay? Cut it by hands. In front of me, my husband is teaching these lovely teachings of Islam. Oh, in 9th of October 2023, when people in the Sydney Opera was shouting, "Gas the Jews," we were just like, lovely. Yeah, they deserve it. Oh, suddenly, he got murdered and other one got injured. I am so shocked. Only reason she's shocked is she thought all of those Jews are going to get murdered. But only 12 of them got. And husband got, they got murdered and injured. That's why she's shocked. She's shocked. Police turn up to her house and then asking her. Seriously. How can you have the face to look at the camera and then say, "I'm shocked, Mr. Policeman. He was a good Muslim." Just a victim card. Yeah, victim card. This is the victim card. Oh, you wouldn't even be surprised. You like, don't be surprised. She starts telling the stories. Yeah, there were the times like he just abused me. You know, he was shouting at me. He was holding the money from me. I am the victim too. I am shocked. I am shocked. I'm so shocked. Yeah.
I'm shocked as well for certain things. For example, at the news conference, official names older gunman who was shot and killed at the scene and Sajid Akram. They did not name his son who was injured.
Why not? Why
Why
not?
not? His name was Naveed. We came to know it much later, but like, why would they not do that to begin with? Mr. Akram was an Indian citizen from Hyderabad in the southern India who moved to Australia in 1998 in search of a job. According to a statement released on Tuesday by the police in the southern Indian state of Telangana, the statement said that they had married in Australia, where he had 2 children who are Australian citizen and son, a Naveed and a daughter.
Okay.
So they are
Okay.
they are they
Brother,
they did not initially name this guy. Why?
brother, they didn't want to hurt the feelings of this guy, probably. So here's the plan. I want to get a visa to another country.
Hmm.
If any of you from that another country and just want to get married for visa, just you are okay for me to marry with you for visa, just drop me email. This is how it works. Like these sham marriages, these jihad marriages, love jihad stuff. You get the citizenship, you get the residency, all those kind of things. And then when something your husband and your son does, you are very much shocked. And you are double shocked. Because you know, oh, your husband just got killed and your son is injured, but you don't know if that's your son. Why? Because media is so protective of your son. They don't want to give his name.
All right, that's perfect. Mr. Akram relatives in India told the police that they had rarely been in touch with them, visiting 6 times since his departure. The statement said, adding that Mr. Akram did not have a criminal record.
See, very good person, right?
Very good. Very good.
Never had a problem with police, not even for hate speech or not even for wearing the shirts of Mohammed. He's a good guy, right?
Very good guy. An Australian official said on Tuesday, they both, the father and the son, traveled to Philippines last month,
Huh.
and that the reason for trip was being investigated. Why are you investigating a single trip to Philippines? What made them go to Philippines is what you need to check, and that is in Australia. What made them go to Philippines, if Philippines has anything to do with it, is the event in Australia that is making them go all the way there, if even the Philippines has anything to do with it. Why are why are they guys these so stupid? Like, I'm not a policeman, I'm not a investigator, and I know I need to first look at the reason what made them go there.
Brother, there is nothing wrong for man who who's got 6 guns and with the permission of the government. Okay, go to Philippines, a country which is now well known with the Dawah gangs activities. Go there with his son alone. Nothing suspicious on that, right? He went there holiday. He can't go home. Like 6 times he visited his home within last over 20 years. What does it tell you? They counted, first of all, how many times he visited. But that shows, yeah, he's struggling to make life there. Because if you are that part of the world and if you went to another country, what do? You go back to your home country every year, right?
Not
But
really.
but here he only went 6 times. That's the kind of average thing you go for summer
No,
holidays.
no. That must be good in UK, because I don't see people going every year. That's not true.
Okay.
In UK, they might go every year because they want to spend some summer holidays there, because um,
Yeah.
the UK people, because one British pound is what, like 600 something dollars, rupees in Pakistan. So yeah, maybe they go there to spend and enjoy and have fun, but that's not true for
It's
the
not
rest of
my
the
fault
parts of
if
the
you
world.
are poor. It's not my fault if you are poor, brother. Jews
All
are
right,
not
so
rich enough.
yeah,
Uh,
send me some British pound. They are very good for me. But like, one of your friend is saying,
my
Adam
friend,
Seeker, why does Hatun hates me?
why would I hate you?
I don't know. He said that I started it.
I don't know who you are. You are giving me like money every week, every live stream. That by default doesn't make me to love you. Kind of just makes me to concern, like if you are using your resources prayerfully. But
Now that's what he is doing. He's sending it to the right person.
I
So
don't
that I
have,
agree with him.
I don't have like right through the scripture to hate someone. I don't have that right. And especially, I don't even know what's your favorite color. I don't even know which baklava you like. So why should I hate you? But
Everything
like,
falls down to
yeah,
baklava.
yeah, that's the bottom line, brother. That's our criteria.
He said, "Hello, Hatun and Adam. God bless you all. Thank you so
God
very
bless
much,
you,
brother."
brother. Um,
Before we continue, some people said read the super chats because they want us to answer based on those super chats. So I'm gonna read them. Uh, Emperor said, "There is no good Muslim man if they have to follow the Quran." Thanks, Sister Hatun in Christ.
yeah, Adam made point of that. Please make sure that is in your brain, stuck there. Okay, use a glue to stuck in your brain. So, good Christian man and woman love their neighbor the way they love Christ. Good Muslim man love non-Muslims, hate love Muslims for the sake of Allah. By default, they go through all the teachings of the Quran and then want to practice that. So when we say good Muslim, We are talking about people who want to follow the teachings of Muhammad and Allah. Those teachings are very, very dangerous. Not only they are very dangerous for non-Muslims, but they are even dangerous for Muslims.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very well said. Mince Gaming said, what happened in Australia is the same we saw in the US, India, Paris, and everywhere else. It keeps repeating. Now it's time to unite and end it.
Ideology of Islam is destroying the world from US to Paris to India to UK, even in Yemen, even in Somalia, even in Sudan. And only way that ideology can be crushed and replaced is by the teachings of Lord Jesus Christ. Not that I unite with someone, not that I work with someone. Only solution. Once people repent and love the Lord with all of their heart, that will transform them inside out. That's how it is. That's the plan. That's the plan we need to focus on.
And we have Mince Gaming saying deep condolences to those innocent people who died. Mince Gaming, Adam, do you think that this may impact a few intelligent Muslims? Question mark. And they will rethink their religious belief, or do you think they will simply ignore it? Dude, when you actually proclaim it in this manner, the way they are proclaiming it, who will think? Because they are saying that the Muslim guy who saved is the right. And they are repeating this verse that this idiot is repeating, who is in the backstage again with a different clothing and trying to represent himself as a Muslim, is the same people. How will they think?
They know people who are not Muslim will fall into things, fall into their lies. Therefore, they are using all the platforms to lie about Islam until they are their people or they are in the power or place of power. People turn blind eye. People turn blind eye to 3 kids are being murdered in UK last year. People turn blind eye of the torturing of Jewish people in Gaza. People turn blind eye when Muslim man is attacking someone, from journalist to teacher. So they won't learn. This is just new things, they move on. For these so-called intelligent Muslims, if they're intelligent, they wouldn't be Muslim at all.
Very well said.
And that's not an insult.
No, that's very well said.
I know there are like people who've done their PhDs, who finished like this very, very kind of, you look at the university and then you just say like, wow, will I ever able to get there one day? Will I ever able to study at that university one day? They've got these amazing brain cells working very well when they come and think about those non-Islamic topics. But the moment they start thinking about it, their brain doesn't do it. So when it comes to Islam, intelligence is under siege. So there is no intelligence there at all. And as I said, that's not an insult. That is something Islam does. Islam doesn't allow you to think critically.
Very well said. And Blackpink said UN, WHO, NGOs, media, Western leaders destroyed West. I would agree to him. I would agree to him. And there is some celebration happening in India called Vijay Divas, which is victory to all Indians. Thank you so very much. I don't know which victory you are talking about. There are a lot of battles that happen in India, so thank you. Heavenly Wall said, a death cult with full of brainwashed psychos. Very well said as well. And Mince Gaming said, I want to go back in time and slap Muhammad for what he did. He made everyone suffer. You
Come
made
on,
zombies. Okay.
sorry, finish up.
Just a slap, by the way. But can someone rent me a time machine, please?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you think slap is gonna fix that? You think one slap? That is something like I always say you've got to train and discipline your children from very early age, because if you don't do that, world is gonna be very harsh to them. Okay, you want to prepare your kids, and if you think you went back, sake of the argument, you went back and then slap Mohammed what he did, you think that's gonna work? You must have like powerful slap that turns him upside down or
No,
inside out or something.
it must be the slap of the hadith of Musa, who slapped the angel of death and he went back to Allah because
And
one of his eye was gone.
this needs
Allah
to be
fixed his
more
eye.
powerful than that. This needs to be more powerful than that.
And Blackpink, thank you for your super sticker. And then we have Fish in Attire who said, I'm a pharmacist. It is okay. I never had baklava. He doesn't know how to. He never tasted baklava, sister.
If I were you, I would go and throw myself from the carpet and commit suicide.
From the
You never
carpet.
had baklava, and your justification for that, like, I'm pharmacist.
He never had baklava, so you just throw himself from the carpet to the floor?
Yeah,
That's a big
commit
jump. That's
suicide.
a big
That's
jump.
a huge jump. um, if you had, yeah, that's like missing. Like it's
Now,
like
this is what. Sorry,
very
please.
similar, very similar to you never bother to read John 3:16.
Okay, now you read this and answer this. I'm amazed when I read this. I did not see the news source on this one, but maybe you can read.
Australian police were stupid enough to initially come unarmed to a live mass shooting event, then send incompetent woman police. They also took a long time to respond. I have seen, I don't know how people make their judgment, what is their things to make judgment, all those kind of things. But I have seen clips where actually police was there and then people are saying like they just watched as it is happening. It took 10 minutes for them to respond, all that. It's very concerning, isn't it? Knowing that very people whom you pay to protect you and uphold the law, simply watching that someone is harming you, and then someone who's bypass steps in to disarm the person. So I don't know what is their justification, all those kind of things, but concerning, the very people whom we're supposed to trust doesn't do, not even good enough job, doesn't even do enough job. I don't know.
So,
I didn't hear. I'm just like commenting on what has been said. But I saw clips where victims were saying like police was there, police didn't step in for a long time stuff, and that's like concerning. Think about it. So in London, only certain level of the police are allowed to carry gun. So like you need to be in certain category to be able to carry gun. But still, others like have this thing when they hit you, like you get electrocuted thing. They've got that kind of things. They've got like other things. Those things could be used. I don't know the rules and regulations in Australia, but if man is able to get permission for 6 guns and police is not allowed to go to the Jewish event, be in the Jewish event without gun, it is very difficult to not to question the motive and judgment skills of the police.
and let me show you something then. Then you comment. Keep your emotion right here. Officials previously said that the sun had come to the authorities' attention in 2019, but that it was determined that he did not pose an immediate threat. Think about immediate. He actually took 6 years. His father was also interviewed at that time, according to officials, yet they have 6 official guns.
I don't have very good feelings towards police because I have seen the intentional danger they put in my life. And in here, someone got their attention 6 years ago. And then they decided, oh, it's okay. He's in his late teens. It's okay. He doesn't cause any immediate threat. So hold this 6 years. What were they doing? Are these people not under the observation or anything? His father was interviewed, and then still he got 6 guns. Was it the Muslim police who interviewed him, or was it pro-Islam sympathizer police who interviewed him? Or was it the police officer who didn't even care about the life of people, life of non-Muslims? Things to ask questions, like you are literally forced to ask questions. Someone comes to your attention 6 years ago and you just let it go. Okay, let's say you have the level of idiocy in 2019. Did you do anything actively since 2023? Even sake of the argument, you didn't have any enough evidence. You didn't know they sat down and then just saw the flag. He has 6 guns. Let's say you didn't know all those kind of things. Wouldn't you still keep eye on this? Wouldn't you listen? Wouldn't you attend the mosque and listen all these teachings?
No. Wait. You said something. I need to counter that. Whenever somebody gets under investigation by the authorities, whenever they will run their license or something, the first thing that will pop out is that they are licensed gun holders. So you can't say that nobody knew at that time that he did not have guns. Or if
Brother,
he would file for guns later on as well, he
are
shouldn't
you
be getting a gun.
are you aware that your response simply brings people's attention and makes people to think that police allowed it? Are you aware of that is what you are saying? That's
If
the
that is
behavior
what
of
it
what you are saying.
if that's what it means, then so be it. Because I'm reading this what is on the news. If this is true, then that's so bad. If that what it means, because obviously it is not possible that you run a license of somebody and the first thing will not pop out that this guy is a gun holder. Okay, I've seen many videos on the internet where you would see the policeman takes the license plate of somebody, goes to his car, runs the license, comes back, and he's one of his hand is on his gun, and he's saying, "You are a license holder, gun license holder. Why did you not tell me?" And he was like, "Oh, because I don't have the gun in my car. I didn't think of telling you that because I was not carrying right now. If I was carrying, I would have told you." So this is
2000
the first thing. Even the traffic police cop, when he runs the license, the first thing he finds out that this guy is a licensed gun holder.
2019, he got police's attention. What was the year of the Paris attack? 2015.
96. 96.
No, Paris attack.
Oh, I forgot.
2015.
Okay.
How many attacks done by Muslims since 2019? 2019, someone got to your attention, he's teenage. You decided he doesn't bring any danger. And you didn't even think through about anything.
And you interviewed his father as well.
Yeah, like probably like I know I've got like interviews of the police officers. They interviewed someone. This guy pulled together a group to come and harm me. Okay. Police interviews this gentleman, and then gentleman simply says, "Oh, I didn't mean it," even though he's involved putting group together to harm me. He said, "Oh, I didn't mean it," and then he was let go. So in this interview, if something like that happened, that tells me not only it doesn't tell me that police is these innocent, naive people, they don't know what they are dealing with. It just tells me police chooses to turn blind eye. Same thing. This Mr. Muslim, when he murdered the 3 kids, this kid was in the attention of the police for a while, and then police just like, oh no. Yeah. 2019, you had a brain to act on it. You had the information to act on it. What you've done with that information? Oh, let me make sure they've got whatever they need. If you are very idiot as a police officer, if you are very idiot, okay, even with very idiot level, you would simply keep eye on them from 7th October. Huh. But you chooses no. Australian news media reported, citing unnamed police sources, that 2019 investigation was over Navid Akram. Links to Isaac al-Matari, self-proclaimed ISIS state commander, not a sympathizer, but a commander who is based in Australia. Huh. He was sentenced for 7 years in 2021. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn blind eye.
Absolutely.
Plotted terrorist attack. Huh. Not like, oh, this ISIS command. It's not like an ISIS sympathizer. It is not like, it is ISIS commander. Pretty high level, right? But police decides, no way. Look at these people. They've been living in this country. They are born Australians. You've got to wake up, police officers, government officials. You've got to wake up before they come after you. You think, oh yeah, today you will watch 12 Jewish people are being murdered. You think tomorrow they're not going to come after you? I'll tell you, they will come after you too. You think today when you are pleasing them, you will get free pass? No, you won't get free pass at all. They will come after you. Pull yourself together, idiots. Like seriously, you are just making me angry right now. How idiot you need to be? Clearly, idiot enough to be the police officers and government officials.
That's the reality. We have somebody called named Jay in the backstage. Let me bring him up. Mr. Jay, welcome.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, the question I had for you guys is like, this is a horrific attack, and like, how does God play a part in this? Why is all this evil allowed to happen?
Very good question. Are you a Christian or a Muslim or an agnostic atheist?
I'm a skeptic. I'm open to hearing and being convinced of something, but I don't see it, especially with events like this.
Okay. So one of the basic important thing that you need to understand the theology. We based in our theology on the words of our Lord Jesus Christ, and that theology, God is not going to intervene here. He has given us a free will, and we can either run through our instinct of a bad person or an instinct of a supposedly quotes and quotes good person based on your skeptic view. And we are allowed to do, or we are given the freedom to do what we want to do, because at the end of the day, we are going to prove ourselves to be what we are. There are ideologies running. One of them is Islam, who talks about predestination to an extent. Your question is more related to them, where they would actually say that everything is predestined. So whatever you do is actually pre-written. So once again, if God wanted to intervene in each and every action of yours, then there is no judgment, because he can't pass judgment in a very, very high level generic view. I'm talking from a very bird's eye view at this moment to you, because I don't think that you have any understanding of the scriptures.
Oh,
Uh,
I mean, I'm currently right now reading Hebrew from Genesis all the way up to the New Testament, and I'm studying Koine Greek, and I talk to scholars and I read books. Like, this is the main interest in my life. I'm very familiar with the scriptures.
that's good.
Um,
So
so
your
so
actions right now are actually in, I would say, basically you are going through all of this, and that is good. But then when you read the New Testament, because Christ said the New Testament is actually going to dictate what the Old Testament is or what. At the same time, when you are reading and all that, one of the basic thing that you need to understand, when you actually go through all of the history, the Bible tells you some things of the history and something of the word. So keep up your good work, study, learn, understand. And
so
if you have studied all this, then your question is actually invalid. Have you studied it or you are still studying it? That's my question.
well, I think the Bible commands us to always be studying, always be reading, and always be asking questions.
No, no, my question
Um,
is different. My question was, have you already studied the Bible once or twice or thrice, or you are still in your way?
I'm on my fourth time through it, and this time it's dedication to pure study.
Okay. So you have a dedication of pure study. I don't know what that means. Sister, do you
Correct.
know
Yeah,
do you know
I
what that means?
allocate. Yeah, right now I allocate 2 to 4 hours a day. I'm working on a master's degree right now, so on my free time, I'm studying the Bible and also the Quran and different literatures. But if I may, you said one thing
Just
I
give me a
want.
second. Let
Sure,
me,
sure.
let me ask Sister Hatun. Sister, we are over our time. Do you have time, or should I ask him to come next time? Because we are over 2 hours now.
Oh
Uh,
yes.
yeah, we are already 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes after, so we can just quickly wrap this up and then can
So
close.
Jay, our Tuesdays and Thursday sessions are strictly 2 hours. You came in at the end of it. Like, you can come in next Thursday, we will still be here, and you can come next Tuesday. So we do Tuesday and Thursday same time, and it's kind of a very strict, because sister has some other commitments that she needs to go.
I
So we
understand.
don't actually keep it long. Uh,
Beautiful.
so if you have a longer question where you want to discuss something, I think today would not be a very appropriate time. And I have somebody in the backstage as well. I cannot take him today. We have spoken with him multiple times in the past as well. I'm sorry, Mr. Who was finding my God, who is in the backstage as well. We can't do it today, my friend. I apologize for that. So Jay, uh, I'll apologize because of the time. But yes, you wanted to say your last words before
No, I was
we
just
wrap
going
up.
to ask, is it, do you say your name is Hatan? I know it's Adam. Is it
Hatun,
Hatun?
yes,
Excellent. Thank you guys for your time. I will make sure to try to call back next week and ask you some
sure.
questions.
Appreciate it, sir. You take
Excellent.
care.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
You too. God bless you. And Mr. Jeff, sorry, brother, no time today, but
No
let's talk
problem, man.
tomorrow.
No problem.
But let's talk next Tuesday, Thursday.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, brother. Take care.
God bless.
God bless. Somehow everyone is coming after 2 hours. That's just crazy. What's happening? Time, space.
It's okay. I just wanted to point out something.
Okay. Yeah,
I
yes, sister.
I just wanted to point out something. Uh, we look at the world and we see so much pain and so much suffering, and we know that this is not how it intended to be. Human heart is running away from the Lord faster than ever. Therefore, we get to see these things. So therefore, as a Christian, I said earlier, solution to all this, people to love the Lord by default, they will love one another.
Amen. Amen. We will find love through Christ because that's what it is. So the true love is that you will even die for the ones that you love. That's scriptural. That's true love. That is why God is love. So with that being said, Black being said, life versus life after death, nation first versus religion first. Man, you need to actually give your view as well when you state these kind of things, man. You go crazy when you give short sentences. Anyhow, with that being said, uh, let's wrap it up, sister.
So Adam earlier pointed out it become very normal that what we see on the news when such crimes takes place. Followers of Islam goes out to murder non-Muslims intentionally. And in this occasion, 2 Muslim men went out to murder, after planning long time, went out to murder Jewish people. 12 people are being murdered. I said earlier, I'll say it again. Please keep these people, their loved ones and the ones in hospital in your prayers. Power of prayer is amazing. And in the same day, while father and son is actively following the teachings of Islam and murdering, shooting Jewish people, a Muslim man steps in to disarm these Muslim men, and he's been injured and he's in hospital. Of course, from human perspective, we are very much grateful that while police simply watched, these Muslims stepped in to disarm. But that Muslim seen by others as non-Muslim, and looking at that gentleman and saying, this is what Islam simply misrepresents Islam. Okay, while Muslim Dawah gangs, YouTubers, on the social media are, oh yeah, this is Islam, look at what he went and then saved the disarmed the attacker, all that. No, that's not Islam. Those very people are being murdered in Muslim countries as well as by other Muslims in non-Muslim countries. So just beware of that. And please pull yourself together and then don't allow this news to become like, oh, another day. Oh, another thing happened. We cannot normalize this. I said, today they go after Jews. Tomorrow they are going to come after me. Following day, they are going to come after you. As long as Islam as an ideology out there, they will be after you. And once they get rid of every non-Muslims, they are going to be after each other. So, teachings of Islam is very dangerous when it is being followed by Muslims. It is very dangerous when it has been practiced by Muslims. We are reminded how someone can come to the country from early 20s, make life in a new country, in a non-Muslim majority country, yet still hate the citizens of that country after 20 years, even almost 30 years. It is not because as the time went on, things changed, because Islam has always been there, and it's going to be there in their heart and in their mind. So don't allow these things to become normal. We are reminded how police were of these individuals since 2019, and still some stuff happened, and this Mr. Muslim gets 6 guns. Actually, not get 6 guns. He is using 6 guns that has a permission in that day. Think about it, how law very much messed up. I don't want these things to break your heart and then make you sad. I want these informations to remind you that from father to son, to bypasser, to mother, to your next door neighbor, to person who lives another country, they need Jesus. Those things need to wake us up instead of making us sadden and then, oh, what we are going to do, all these kind of things. Solution to this, Lord Jesus Christ. That's where I stand overall. And of course, very grateful for people who called in, as well as very grateful for people who are watching on DCCI as well as on Adam Seeker's social media platforms. So thank you for that.
And thank you once again, everyone, and all the callers who wants to talk. Please get the notification done for you guys. I have seen this trend that most of the callers come at the very end. We would like to speak with all of you, and apologize the people who comes at the very end that we were not able to, but join in early, and we will definitely have a talk. Um, Time and space, please leave the stream studio. We will not be able to talk with you today. With that being said, we are going to end the stream. And sister already presented a very nice summary. Just to let you know, the same guy who has been paid to jump in our live streams every time defending Islam is in the backstage with the camera open, where he is doing the nasty stuff. He is showing nasty finger and hand gestures. He is writing some words on the piece of paper and throwing it on the floor and then walking over it. This is the ideology. This is the guy who can't even read the Arabic properly. The same guy who can't even read the Arabic properly. But his passion for Allah is so much that he would do all these nasty stuffs. All of these nasty stuff. You cannot see. I can. And you know why does this kind of a passion comes in instead of love? From the Quran. I have not seen any Christian doing this unless he is doing it in a response to something. Because yes, you will bring up to me David Wood, that who would eat the Quran, or you'll bring up to me Sister Hatun, who has a Mickey Mouse Quran. By the way, that's a very beautiful Quran. I loved it. The holes in the narrative made out of Mickey Mouse. So I just loved it. But that's like a response to all these Dawah gangists. And David would actually said that you attack me or my family verbally, I will attack your Quran. And I love that statement. But like some ideologies have inherent hate in them. And that's what we are looking at. That's the ideology. Think about it. Think about it. You would be amazed if you read it. I've read it so many times. It's inherent evil. And if you have not following my TikTok, you now is the time that you should. Yesterday I was live on TikTok in 2 sessions, had a wonderful discussion with 9 or 10 different Muslims, and there is need to do the work on TikTok as well because there are so many radical Islamists on TikTok, so many of them. So join in TikTok, follow me on TikTok as well. I randomly pop up there and we have a lot of discussions over there from the heart of Islam, that is Pakistan and Bangladesh and India, and there are a lot of them. Sister, you want to say something? And before I end, you already gave the summary. I know we are getting too late.
God bless you all. Thank you very much for joining us. I will see you tomorrow on another live stream, which I can't remember the topic of it. But for sure, there is a live stream on Thursday as well.
Absolutely. TikTok is banned in India, yet they are there. With that being said, take care. Allahu Asgar wa Yeshua Akbarul Azim. God bless you all.